Thank you for visiting our channel. Please like, share and subscribe for more exciting food videos. Tempura Udon, a delicious guide to Japan's comfort food. If you're craving a warm, satisfying bowl of Japanese comfort food, tempura udon just might be the answer. This dish combines the hearty chew of thick udon noodles with the irresistible crunch of tempura, all brought together in a light, flavorful broth. Beloved for its balance of textures and rich history, it's a staple that reflects Japan's culinary traditions while remaining a favorite for casual dining. Whether you're new to Japanese cuisine or an enthusiast looking to learn more, tempura udon offers a taste of simplicity and skill in every bite. What is tempura udon? Tempura udon is a popular Japanese dish that brings together chewy udon noodles, crispy tempura, and a flavorful, umami-rich broth. Each component of this dish plays a vital role in creating a harmonious balance of textures and tastes. While it's simple at first glance, there's a real art to making tempura udon that feels both comforting and satisfying. Let's take a closer look at what makes this dish so special. Components of udon noodles. At the heart of tempura udon are its noodles. Udon noodles are thick, white, and made primarily from wheat flour, water, and salt. Their smooth, slightly slippery texture gives them a unique mouthfeel that's soft yet satisfyingly chewy. This consistency allows the noodles to soak up just the right amount of broth without losing their signature bite. You'll usually find udon noodles prepared in two ways for dishes like tempura udon, fresh or frozen. Freshly made udon has a more tender texture, while frozen udon, often flash frozen to preserve freshness, tends to maintain a chewy consistency when reheated. Either option works beautifully for tempura udon, it just depends on what's available. When cooked, udon noodles are boiled until plump and springy. They're then rinsed quickly in cold water to remove excess starch, which keeps them from becoming overly sticky when served in a hot broth. Their neutral flavor makes them the perfect base for the other bold elements of this dish. The role of tempura. Tempura brings the crunch factor to tempura udon. This dish typically includes one or more tempura fried items, most commonly shrimp, ebi, or a selection of vegetables like sweet potato, eggplant, pumpkin, or cabbage, a mixture of julienned vegetables fried together. Each piece of tempura is coated in a light batter made from flour, egg, and cold water, then deep-fried until golden and crisp. What makes tempura special is its ability to stay light rather than greasy. The contrast between the crispy exterior of the tempura and the tender noodles creates a delightful textural combination. The tempura is usually served on top or on the side, so it doesn't get too soggy as it absorbs the broth. You get the best of both worlds, crunchy tempura fresh out of the fryer and rich, flavorful broth-soaked bites as you eat. Understanding the broth. The broth is the soul of tempura udon, tying everything together. It's a simple yet deeply flavorful combination of traditional Japanese ingredients that create a balance of salty, sweet, and savory. The base of the broth is dashi, a stock made by simmering kombu, dried kelp, and katsuobushi, bonito flakes. These ingredients lend the broth its signature umami flavor, a savory taste that's both rich and clean. To the dashi, soy sauce and mirin, a sweet rice wine, are added, creating a salty sweet depth that complements the noodles and tempura perfectly. The broth is typically light and clear, allowing the other components of the dish to shine without being overpowering. It's served hot, creating an inviting warmth that soaks into the noodles and tempura with every bite. Some variations include a hint of sugar or additional seasonings to adjust the sweetness, but the balance of flavors is always key. Every spoonful of this broth feels like a cozy embrace, tying the dish together in one harmonious experience. The history of tempura udon. Tempura udon is more than just a comforting bowl of noodles, it's a dish with a rich history shaped by cultural exchanges and culinary innovation. To truly appreciate it, let's explore how its key elements, udon and tempura, came to Japan and eventually combined into the beloved dish we know today. Introduction of udon in Japan. Udon noodles have been part of Japanese cuisine for centuries, but their roots lie in China. It's believed that udon was introduced to Japan during the Nara period, 710 to 794, or early Heian period, 794 to 1185, when Japanese monks traveled to China to study Buddhism. They brought back various elements of Chinese culture, including techniques for making noodles. By the Kamakura period, 1185 to 1333, udon had become a staple in Japan. The noodles were thick, chewy, and perfect for absorbing whatever broth they were served in. Over time, udon adapted to regional tastes, with different parts of Japan putting their own spin on the dish. For instance, in Kagawa Prefecture, udon is celebrated for its smooth texture and is often served in soy-based or fish-based broths. The simplicity of udon noodles allowed them to integrate seamlessly into Japanese food culture, where minimalism and harmony of flavors are key. The influence of tempura. Now let's talk about tempura, a culinary treasure that wasn't originally Japanese. Tempura came to Japan in the 16th century, introduced by Portuguese missionaries and traders. The word tempura itself is thought to be derived from the Latin term tempora, referring to the ember days when Catholics avoided eating meat and instead consumed fried seafood or vegetables. The Japanese quickly adapted tempura to suit their tastes, refining the batter and frying techniques to achieve a light, crisp texture that avoided the greasiness of its Western origins. By the Edo period, 1603 to 1868, tempura had become a cornerstone of Japanese cuisine. It was sold as street food in bustling cities like Edo, modern-day Tokyo, and was loved for being both affordable and versatile. Shrimp, fish, and seasonal vegetables were coated in a simple batter made with wheat flour and fried to perfection in sesame oil. Over time, tempura transitioned from street food to a refined culinary art served in specialty restaurants. That's it for part 1. We hope you're ready to give this amazing dish a try. Stay tuned for part 2, where we'll show you the next steps and how to perfect your tempura udon. Thank you for watching. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe.